YouTube, it's Alicia here. Hope everybody is having a great day. None other, I am coming to give y'all an Asian movie review. Now, this Asian movie review I'm gonna be giving it is on two different channels that has this movie, and I'm gonna put it in the caption and thing. And y'all need to go look at this movie. This movie is a pretty good movie. So I'm going to recap it, tell you what I think about this movie and think. So without further ado, let's get started. So the movie started off with this young girl. She's in a wedding dress walking up the steps. As soon as she walks into the church, you see a lot of people running out. She asks people what's going on. The scumbag fiance canceled the wedding because of the adopted sister. She gets mad. Okay. And her friends come in and like say, oh, your fiance and your adopted sister was seen together, da 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 da. And she tells her, announce to everybody that the wedding was called off and she's no longer with him. Goes out on the social media website. Okay, she goes and confront him. They having an argument. She said, we're not really married and stuff. So therefore, we're divorced. Okay, therefore, we're divorced. Okay, she goes off, and as she's leaving, who comes in? Then the adopted sister. I recognize this actress because this actress is known for playing the homewrecker, the side chick, like in these type of like movies. So yeah, she comes in, she gives all of her ex-fiance's staff milk tea. So everybody's calling her milk tea girl, and she comes out and, you know, started a fight between her and her ex-fiance and stuff like that. So one of the things she did, she held her hand and then fall to the ground when she sees him come out, trying to blame her. So she slaps the sister in this first couple of minutes of the movie, slaps this foster sister, slaps the ex-fiance. So as she's leaving his business, he gets a call from somebody from her past. And it's the guy who raised her when she was found on the steps of his family's home. They adopted her. They're not legally brother and sister. They're, not blood related or anything. So she left F country to save Aunt Jo because Aunt Jo was like T and threat and stuff in the movie. So yeah. And so that's why she ended up leaving the elf country. So he let her know, hey, I found you and stuff. So meet me at the airport. She goes and pick him up at the airport. He had his car transported over where she lives at. Yeah, transport his car over where he lives at. He has one like this sort of like a limited edition of a Maybach car. And I said, okay. And and so she gives him flowers. This is for you hope you like it and cool and stuff. So when she says cool, she thinks he's saying she's cold. He takes his jacket off and his scarf off and wrap it around her. So they go to the car and one thing is he's like got his face closer up on her. It's like he haven't seen her. And as soon as they get to her apartment, he said, not bad. And she's like, tell him how many square feet. He said, but a little small. So he wants her to tell him what happened 3 years ago. So she starts, before she can tell him, as they're talking and telling him what happened 3 years ago, she gets a call from one of her male friends who's a doctor saying, oh, you probably haven't heard, your adopted sister is in the hospital. Now, this is where the karma end up getting the adopted sister. The adopted sister ended up getting diagnosed with uterine cancer, and heart disease. So now they're trying to find people to treat her and things. So later that night, that same night, in the same hour, after the friend who's the doctor calls her, she gets this call. It's the dude. It's the scumbag. She don't want to answer it. So her elder brother who helped raise her grabbed the phone, put it on, answer it, and put it on speaker. She's like saying what she has to say. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. She don't want to talk to him. So he hangs it up and put it over to the side. So then they start getting to what happened 3 years ago, what made her leave the elf country. So once he found out what happened, they sitting there, they talking, she gets sleepy. He takes her to her actual room, pick up her and take off her shoes and put her in bed. So he calls his assistant in and say, just bring my clothes up to the room, up to the apartment. So he's looking at the apartment and he go, Master, he's saying in his head, but he's not literally saying, you can hear him saying in his head, Master haven't even slept in something big as this and stuff. Man, when I just love this movie so good because the adopted sister and the mother try to get her to try to prevent some of her male friend who decided to go on this business trip to be excluded to be on the treatment team for her adopted sister. So that was a really unique thing right there. So they trying to blame her for it. They want her to pay for it. This girl, she has her own business. She's sort of like an artist that does custom artwork for the higher league and stuff. But now she has a backing by this company that she don't know that is owned by her elder brother. And stuff. So that's one part of the movie. And then he goes now. It's gonna be these three occasions where he gets drunk. First occasion he gets drunk is he comes back and he gets drunk. And he kisses her and he falls on her. So she lays him in her bed, okay, and bring him some hangover soup. Okay, the second time he kissed her, he comes in drunk again, and he, let's say, pulls out his hand and he starts kissing her and stuff. And what happened is they end up making out on the couch. Making out, you can say making out and stuff on the couch and thing. Now, the third one I will get to and stuff. So then it's some occasions where she gets drunk and stuff. So the thing between them when they get drunk, they have their younger brother, Yeti. I'll put the name in the caption. But he's a doctor and it's supposed to be like they get high fever. They said, he goes, not blood related, but siblings, y'all get high fevers. Boom. And stuff. And on both occasions when they kiss each other, they bite each other on the lip. And like when he does it to her, she like let it be like, oh, it's a bug bite and stuff like that. Then is at a party where her ex-scumbag fiance confront her. It's crazy. It's a good one, but let me get to some good parts of it. So when he finally comes home drunk, this is the third occasion when he comes home drunk, and he's with his assistant. He said, do you want me to go get Yeti since the dude family drugged you? He go, no. He goes into the bathroom. Then probably about a minute later, he's coming out the bathroom. She realized, he said, did you get drugged? And he go, it's like he said, scrap this. I'm tired of holding back and stuff. He goes in, he's kissing her, he picks her up, put her on, how you say, the cabinets of the bathroom cabinets and stuff, and start making out, taking off his tie, pulling down her house coat to her shoulder to the bedroom. So the next morning, they get up. And I'm telling y'all, this is the reason why y'all might want to go watch this until the next morning. They get up And what happens? She gets up and Yiti's at the door. She's seeing all the kiss marks and stuff because it's occasion that this happens again. And earlier before this one happens, a lot of kiss marks. It's stuff Yiti wants to check on elder brother. She's like putting on her house coat real quick, and when she does it, she sees his underwear. He's in the bed with no underwear on, y'all. She put the pants and stuff under the covers and stuff. Yiti goes in and check on him. She said, "Oh, I gave him some hangover soup," not knowing that he didn't really have it. So he said, "Most of the times when I'm drunk, I get weak, but this time I'm much weaker." Okay, he knows something and stuff. And she said, "I'm just cold." And then he like waits till Yiti come out and they talking and he go, and he's like, "Why you got my scarf?" And he takes the scarf off and he goes, "What happened to your neck and stuff?" And she goes, he looks down and she looks at him and she goes, "You gave them to me. You gave them to me." Real now he's realizing what he did. And stuff. His phone started to ring. He get ready to get out the bed, and he realized no undies. He has to pull the pants. She has to pull the pants out to give it to him. And as he's gonna get ready to leave out and stuff, she goes, "Do you remember what happened last night?" And I believe intentionally he do know what happened because he comes back and he kisses her and says, "Oh, you need to take responsibility for me." She like gives this baby. He said, "Oh, I'm kidding. I'll take responsibility for you." He said he puts her back in the bed. "Hey, get some sleep and I'll be back," and stuff. I don't want to give up so much of this movie, but I'm just saying this is a good movie. You got a sister, you got someone who was adopted when they was real young, now back with her real family, and the adopted daughter is getting all the attention and thing. But the one thing, it comes out at the end, when she gets hurt and her knees are starting acting up because of the weather and stuff, the older brother has his younger brother, Yiti, to check on her legs and her physical therapy because the physical therapy is not working. She's not healing up right. But when he comes into play, oh, things is like, it's like they, like her biological family can't get away with things. And she make the mother signs this paper that she's not part of the family no more and stuff. But all I'm gonna say is this movie is good. Y'all, please check the captions at the bottom. I'm going to put down all the characters' names in here because this is a good Asian movie on YouTube. It's another website you can also find it at, especially and stuff. And I will try to write out the YouTube channel you can find these on and stuff. I want to give the YouTube channels credit who has these movies because that's something I watch. I watch Asian movies. If you like someone like me and you like Asian movies, thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.